Good morning. Welcome. For props, I have a yoga blanket, and that could be a folded towel or a cushion as alternatives to a yoga blanket. Begin by finding a meditation seat, whatever that means for you, a way of sitting tall and comfortable. I was just listening and watching the wind blowing through the trees and really relating my own breath to the world breath, the wind. You may like to close your eyes or just relax your eyes as they are and start to tune into your own breath flow. In the same way that we would watch the rainfall and let the rain fall, in the same way you would watch a river flowing and let the river flow. Be with your breath with the same sense, just letting your breath flow. And through our breath, you connect to the rhythm of life. We connect to sustaining energy. We connect to the present moment where life is exactly happening. Just watching your breath flowing in and flowing out. I find it inspiring, and I imagine you do too, just to be in nature, to sit by an ocean and watch the waves, to sit at a mountaintop and take in the view. And try out that perspective on your own life force, seeing yourself as part of nature, an important organism essential to the functioning of life right now. In a relaxed way, start to expand your breath. This might be in the pace, a longer time for each part of your breath. You might expand your awareness, the way you pay attention to your breath. You might also expand the volume of your lungs as they can expand wide to the sides, the front, and the back. The lungs also expand downward toward the abdominal area and upward toward the collarbones and shoulders. Bring equal awareness to the expansion of your inhales and the release, the letting go of your exhales. We'll take a few quiet moments sitting with our breath. If eyes are closed, slowly open. We'll take a seated cat and cow. Bring your feet out in front of you. Hold hands around the back of your thighs. For the cat shape, you'll tuck your chin and your tailbone, expanding your back. And then reverse that. Pull your heart forward, sitting toward the front of your sitting bones. Cycle forward and back. This could be done on the rhythm of your breath. It could also be done in a feeling, intuitive way. When you open the front of your body, pull your hands on your legs, really get a lot of lift and space in the chest. Finish up this cycle with any creative movements. Explore the sides of your body. Return to a cross-legged seat and change your legs so you have the less familiar one on top. Let's take a side stretch over to the right. So your right hand comes down, left arm reaches up. Left arm is going to make a slicing movement, and then we're going to add a neck movement with that. So arm comes forward, reaching down about a 45-degree angle, and then back up beside your ear. So when your arm is up, you're going to drop your chin like you're looking at that armpit. When the arm slices down, lift your chin and stretch the side of your neck. Take some time with that movement. Maybe you find your coordination. Open door to be in a rhythm type of movement, or if you want to explore, stay longer in certain parts of the stretch. Switch to the other side. Left hand down, right arm by your ear for the side stretch. And then we'll go into that movement. So the arm is slicing at that diagonal line. We have Tony, the yoga cat, visiting today. When your arm slices down, lift your chin. And when the arm slices up, look down at that armpit. Hey, be nice. One more round on this side. Center your body. Roll shoulders up, back, and down, rolling backward and forward a couple times. Before we get into our full body flows, give yourself another moment to reconnect with your breath so you can take this connection with you through the rest of class. Find your way out into table. Let's start by stretching the wrists and the feet. Tuck your toes under, push yourself back like child's pose. So you're opening up the sole of the foot. Bring your shoulders forward and a little bit side to side, opening up your wrists. Shift back, stretch out your feet. Make sure you're getting all your toes. One more time for the wrists. Hug the finger pads into your mat, evening out the stretch. Flatten the top of your foot down and sit back toward your heels. So a couple ways of stretching the ankle. For some of us, just sitting back is going to be a good stretch, and you might release forward when it gets intense. If there's a little more room in your stretch, maybe you reach back and Lift and lower your knees. Take 2 more breaths, stretching out the front of your ankles. Make your way back into downward dog. Take your dog for a walk, bending knees one at a time. Walk your hands in place like you're walking your feet in place. And find an intuitive position. Just see where your hands end up to give you support. Stretch one leg up for 3-legged dog, real relaxed. Take any reaching movements. You may swing that leg to either side, up toward the ceiling. And try crossing the foot behind your foot that's on the floor. Set both feet back into downward dog and take the other leg out. 3-legged dog, just a little time for anti-gravity stretching. Drop the toes on the mat outside of the foot that's down. Walk your feet to your hands, standing forward fold by the front of your mat. Ground through your feet so you can rise up. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale, arms down by your side. Standing in mountain pose. Find your center, full breath flows. Reach arms overhead, interlace your hands. When you exhale, side bend to your right. Inhale to center, exhale other side. Inhale as you center, exhale, fold forward. We're coming into a standing split, so hands could be on floor or if you have furniture for support. Reach your right leg up, roll out the ankle both directions. Nice. Take a big step back, find your lunge, and walk back into plank pose. Shoulder taps, one hand to the front of that shoulder, and do that on both sides, feeling your shoulder blades expand, opening space for your collarbones. Nice. Take knees to the mat, optional chaturanga push-up, and then lower belly to earth. Back bend of your choice, open up your heart. When you exhale, back into downward dog. You might table the knees between those poses. Reach the right leg up for 3-legged dog. When you exhale, step through, creating a lunge. Inhale, back foot to front, standing forward fold. Exhale as you release down. Inhale, rise up, plant your feet, sweep the arms high. Exhale, circle arms to the side, standing in mountain pose. Find a breath in stillness. With your inhale, arms reach up, open your heart. Exhale, forward fold. Standing splits. Inhale, raise the left leg. Take a breath as you circle your ankle. Next exhale, step back, finding your lunge. Inhale, front foot back into plank. If the shoulder taps are helpful for you, feel free to take those anytime you're in a plank. I find those really help to align my shoulders. Push-up option on knees or toes. And belly down on the earth. Back bend of your choice. Next exhale, downward dog, all the way back. Sweep left leg back for 3-legged dog. When you exhale, step through into a lunge. Inhale, back foot forward, standing forward fold. Exhale as you release down. Inhale, rise up to the front of your mat. Exhale, standing in mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Touch right fingertips to mat and bend into your right knee. Sweep the left arm out to the side, coming into a twist. So right knee is bent, left leg is more straight. Think of expanding your right lung forward like you're trying to look your heart up to the ceiling. Nice. Untwist, hands to the mat. Inhale, reach the right leg up, standing splits. Exhale all the way back. As you find your lunge, plant your right hand and rise up into a twist. Left arm up in the sky. Lunge into your left knee. Try to sink that hip and hover the right hip just an inch away from the mat. Nice. Exhale, touch the mat. Step back into plank. Opportunity for your own flow. And then we'll be meeting in downward dog. Inhale, right leg up for three-legged dog. Exhale, step forward, creating a lunge. We're going to shift into standing splits, left leg high in the sky. Nice. Drop your left foot, bend into your left knee, and we're going to twist to the right. Right arm reaches up. So we got second side of the twist. Right leg is more straight, left knee bends. Put some weight into your right foot as you turn your heart open to the right. Nice. Touch the mat. Inhale, sweep the left leg back for standing splits. Exhale, step into lunge. Plant left hand on the mat. Bend into your right knee and lift the right arm to twist. I've been having a few different twist approaches. I did so many muscular twists for years where it's like, use your core and, you know, hold the twist with your core. And so sometimes I use my core to come into the twist, and then I've been like just softening all my back muscles. So I just want to offer that if you like to try today. Great, plant your hands, step back to plank, enjoying flow or something you'd rather do. Make your way back into downward dog. Tap knees on the mat, sit back into child's pose. Turn your palms up, get a little movement into your wrist, helping them to release. Rise up into table. Bring knees closer together on the mat. Sweep the left leg back and the right arm forward. As you lengthen your body, think of yourself like an arrow. Fingertips as the tip of the arrow, toes as the feathers. Draw in your abdominals to lift your spine out of any sway back, becoming long and straight. One more breath, lengthening here. Exhale, bend elbow and knee, curling underneath. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, awkward airplane. Bend elbow and knee out to the side. Inhale, long. Exhale, curl under. Inhale, reach. And exhale, airplane. Nice, reach long. And then let's switch sides. Palms on the mat. The nice thing is that it's all fresh on the second side. Right leg back, left arm forward. Take tension out of where the collarbone meets the top of your shoulder joint. Put that engagement into your shoulder blade area out of the front of the neck. Find your integrity, reaching long, and then a little core assist, lifting low belly, front ribs away from the mat slightly. When you exhale, curl under, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, out to the side, awkward airplane. Inhale, reach long. So we'll stay on that movement. The next time you're reaching long, tap your knees down. Bring your forearms to the mat. Walk your knees back and melt your chest toward the earth. This is the heart center pose. A little different than child's pose. Upper back is somewhat heavy as you lengthen down, sinking toward the earth. Nice. Let's take dolphin pose. Keep your elbows down and just lift up for your downward dog. So we have forearms on the mat, a little break from the wrists. Let the shoulder joint sink into the socket. Another way I feel that movement, the shoulders are moving down away from the ears. Free up your neck with a little dangle, like a pendulum swinging. Nice. Make your way to your feet. You could go hand onto the mat or whatever works for you. Rise up to standing. Reach arms overhead. Exhale, hands by your heart. All right. I'm going to share some balance movements I've been inspired with. All right, so simple start. We're going to be standing on the left foot, right leg is reaching back. And if balance is unsteady, then you're just navigating the wobbles. The right leg is going to be reaching back. If you want to take the next level, we're going to bend the back knee, keeping the thigh and the spine in one line. You'll fold forward, bend your left knee a little bit, and then stand back up straight. Right toes could tap or keep that knee bent. So we'll take that movement. Creating stability in the hips. Nice, one more rock like that. Nice, step right foot behind the left for cross-legged forward fold. Arms overhead. Before you lower down, just want to offer side stretching and then forward fold when you'd like. Bend the back knee about 2% to prevent a flamingo knee. Shift weight more into your toes and let your head get heavier. Stand into both feet as you rise up. Uncross legs. Find balance on the right foot. Tall in your spine. Reach the left toes back. So time to work on balance. I find it important that balance is always like a, how to describe it? You're never just going to jump into balance and be perfectly steady. I find no matter where I'm balancing, there's always like a tiny movement, and the muscles that are more core or more internal those are the muscles that are preventing the wobble or mitigating the wobble. So we have back leg lift and lower for first step, and then bending that knee. We're going to keep spine and left thigh in a line as you fold forward and lift up. And some of us are comfortable to lower fingertips down to the floor. I encourage the integrity of your spine as a priority to touching the floor. Yeah, one more moment in that balance. Cross left ankle behind the right, reach your arms up, open heart. Exhale, forward fold. Tiny bend in the back knee. As you stand up, option for side stretch. Nice. Stand steady, and we'll come into chair pose. You may like the feet closer together or hip distance apart. Check in with your low back and see what feels good. For an airplane arm twist, left hand to the outside of the right knee, lift the right arm up. Keeping integrity in your spine, some of us might trace the fingertips closer to the floor. Yeah, keep reaching the right shoulder blade back. Front of the ribs slightly back toward the spine, helping you to twist more. Nice. Fold over your bent knees, like a little curling up into a ball, but you're standing. Then let's set up the second side. First chair pose, find the length of your spine. Cross your right arm to the outside of the left knee for your twist. Left arm reaches up. Build strength by holding in this shape. There can be an awkwardness in the upper back that I experience. So I go for not the deepest twist, but a twist where I can feel support in my upper back muscles. Turn your head to look at each hand as you finish up. Nice. Exhale, forward fold. Walk yourself back into plank if you'd like a flow, or just meet us in downward dog. Tap knees on the mat, cross your ankles, and have a seat. All right. I think this might be a newer flow for most of you guys. So we're going to be shifting from this cross-legged position to its opposite arm and leg, lifting you up. I find that I really have a strong side and a weak side, but just see what you feel. And then cross your ankles the other way. See how that feels. Nice. We're going to take that into a twist. Bring your left knee onto the mat, cross the right foot over that knee, walk your sitting bones onto the ground, and then we're twisting to the right. So if the right knee is on top, that's the direction you're turning. And try the back release approach where you find your alignment in your spine. A slight tuck in the chin. And just relax your back muscles like there's a waterfall flowing softly down your back. And we'll take a moment to breathe and be in the twist. All right, release your arms. We have the fun spinny version. So if you have the right leg on top, you're gonna bring your hands to the inside of that foot. Keep your feet where they are and just spin. And then usually you'll make it to the other side. Or if not, now we have the left knee up and the right knee underneath. So the foot's gonna step outside of the knee if that works for you. It could always stay put too if it feels really off-centered across it. Hug that knee and twist to your left. A little cat and cow can help you find your alignment in the twist. Sometimes I don't even notice there's a part of my back that's collapsing until I tune in like that. Go about a deeper release in your back. Sides of the neck soften downward. Shoulder blades and back muscles relax down the back. Nice. So we're going to turn toward the right, kind of flip up and just see if you have a little standing splits in you, right leg in the sky, and then just plant your right foot. Take that on the left side, left leg up. Rise up to stand. All right, if you want some water or a little twist movement, we've got a moment to do what you want to do. And we've got a fun peak flow coming up that I hope you will feel well prepared for. This is going to be done facing the long edge of the mat. So the first start is crossing one foot back behind the other. And we're just going to be going side to side, so you get to go whatever pace you like. And then I've heard this called a curtsy squat, where we're stepping back and bending both knees. So it's like the back knee could hover or just tap on the mat. Yeah, and then if you want to take it further, make sure this works on your knees. We're gonna do a get down and get up. So you're gonna sit and you'll end up kind of in that twist shape. Then use your hands or just your core, your feet, to stand back up. So I'll just do that a few times if you wanna watch and see how that works for you. Lots of hip stability. So it's a lot of integration with our leg strength, hip joint support, core muscles. And remember, you can give a boost with your hands if it's straining on your knees. Yeah, or stay on your curtsies. All right, so the next time you're sitting, just take the twist. Whatever leg is on top, you're gonna twist so you're looking away from that knee. Nice, switch sides if you wanna come up through the standing movement or just change to the other side of the twist. All right, I'm gonna give us one more level of challenge and then we'll do a peak pose related to that. So this is what I'm working on. I can kind of do it on one side, but not the other so much. So it's gonna start from this crisscross shape, and then you'll see if you can stand up onto that foot. Yeah, so sitting cross-legged, balance on opposite arm and leg, and see if you can stand up. Yeah, so a little time to play with that. This movement really showed me my weak side and my strong side, so really like doing it. Yeah, give it one more try on each side, or just a little lift. You know, maybe you come up partway, that standing split shape. Nice. Have a seat. Sit wide in your legs, Upavishta Konasana. You might like to be sitting on a prop. That helps to give you a forward movement in your pelvis and low back. Hold on to the back of your knees, open up your spine. So the shoulders come down, lift up through the crown of your head. Work on bringing the low back forward, and then that'll be the key. If your low back has enough, you have a deep hamstring, thigh stretch, stay here. Some of us may feel there's room to move forward in the low back and belly. Give yourself a couple breaths. Try a flexed foot with feet active, toes to the sky. Also try a ballerina foot where you pull the heel back toward your knee underneath you and see how that helps your pose to move forward. And 2 more breaths, taking the pose in a way that benefits you. Plant your hands as you rise up. Sit cross-legged. And we're gonna do a grasshopper variation. Another, it's very related to the poses we've been doing. Sometimes I hear it called Baby Grasshopper. You could always watch first. So I've got my left foot bent. It's a little bit like we're starting that twist, except now I'm gonna stretch the bottom leg straight. So the first step might just be like a lot of side bending, and you'll shift forward in your shoulders. Flex the right foot, and here's where the fun comes in. So got opposite hand and foot planted down. I'm gonna grab that foot, shift forward, and plant hand and foot that are on the mat to get some air time. And I find once I can get to that foot, you may also use a yoga strap to get that leverage happening. Yeah, and if it's a little crazy to get to the foot, then just sit onto that hand and get this outer hip stretch. We'll take another moment on this side. All right, let's switch that out. Starting somewhat cross-legged, right knee lifted, and then left leg's gonna thread flat. So you're more on the side of that hip. And first step might just be sitting tall, letting the side of your waist and hip open up. If you're gonna play with the arm balance, remember the hand and foot you're gonna be standing on. So you're really paying attention to those that you could shift and use your core to transfer your weight onto that foundation. Shoulders come forward, so you're kind of crunching your abs a little. If you can get hand to foot, that's a bonus, not required. To see if you have a little room to balance. I do take the support arm, thinking of it like chaturanga, so there can be a little bend in the elbow to create even more strength. Yeah, so just another couple moments to try out the baby grasshopper. Nice job. Go ahead and have a seat. We'll take a moment to sit with your breath. Return to a sense of observing with wonder and curiosity your own life force. Sometimes I just appreciate the mystery and miracle of consciousness. that my life form, I get to take part in this consciousness. All right, we're gonna make our way down to your belly. Take a few back bends as we wind things down. Start out in Sphinx Pose. Plant your forearms. Find a comfortable amount of back bend. In shaping back bends, there's always an approach where you come out a little bit and then come back in. So you're easing your spine into that much of a back bend. Shift one shoulder forward and one back so you can twist and look over that shoulder. And a little neck movement. We're going to trace a circle, kind of like a smiley face shape. So your chin will move down from one shoulder to your chest to the other shoulder. There's a great front neck stretch when you really lift up to the side of that curve. We have another moment to explore in this Sphinx shape. Plant your hands, push to hands and knees into child's pose. Open up your back, a couple deep breaths. Return to your belly. Your choice to repeat the Sphinx or journey into the bow. Knees are going to bend, hands toward the ankles. It's also fine to do this pose without clasping your ankles if that feels better. Activate through your feet. Try the pointed ballerina toe and then the flex foot and see what foot engagement works for you. The release from this pose is back into child's, and it's up to you if you want to stay a little longer or if you're ready to release right away. Meet us in child's, and we'll be transitioning into the rabbit to open up our spine even more. If you're new to the rabbit, just watch first because we're coming in from child's pose. And rabbit is like I think of it like a real dome-shaped turtle shell in your spine. You're going to lift your hips, rolling onto the crown of the head, and forehead comes pretty close to the knees, however close you can get. Some people like to hold hands on the heels, or hands could support on the ground to take pressure out of your neck. So we'll have a few moments if you'd like to hold the pose. It can also feel great to roll in and out and massage down the center of your scalp. Add a little abdominal tone under your turtle shell and see how that helps to open your back. Our next transition is just going to be to lie on your back. So however you want to get there, stretch out on your back. Give your knees a squeeze. And just a moment for yogi's choice, poses you would like to do to get your body ready for final relaxation. This might be a twist with knees to the side. It might be happy baby pose. It could also be another back bend, like the bridge or the wheel. This is also a nice time to grab any supplies you would like for final relaxation. I've been highly recommending covering your eyes as a way to relax your nervous system. Let yourself settle in, finding your final relaxation. Feel your head resting on the earth. Let your head settle in as any remaining tension melts away from the head. And then traveling awareness down the neck. Very gradually trace your attention down the back of your body. Allow yourself to release, to sink into the earth and be held. And finish the tracing of your body all the way down legs to the feet. Let your mind release in the same way you released your body. We'll be taking the next few minutes to practice relaxation. And it is something that is progressive and cumulative. The relaxation goes deeper and deeper. Every moment you make the gesture of letting go. Bring awareness to your relaxation. Allow your body to release even deeper. Like you would arrive at a mountaintop and take in the natural beauty. Take a moment with your own state of being. Appreciate the natural beauty of your own life force. Gradually expand your breath. Stretch hands and feet. Reach your arms up. Enjoy movements that help you to awaken. And transition slowly to lie on your side. Bend the knees. Rise up and take a comfortable sitting position. To close our time today, we will be chanting Om 3 times slowly. And Om is considered the original sound, a sound of creative cosmic potential. And it's a sound that resonates in ourselves and reminds us of these universal seeds within ourselves. Bring hands together by your heart. And even if you're in a place where you need to be quiet, just chant Om internally. Take a deep breath in and out, exhaling through your mouth. Inhale slowly as you prepare to chant. Om. 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 Consider how you would like to close your practice for now and how you would like to bring it through the rest of your day, this inner yoga. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste.